Yo, what's up, guys? Steve here with Scotching Things. Got a knife in the mail today. Gonna use the heater. So, this is from a maker who I had never heard of until Justin and oh shit, it's on the inside. I was like, when he sent me the thing, he showed me the label, but it didn't show an address. So we'll careful there. I didn't know about this maker. It's amazing how many, when you think you know about all these knives and all these makers, and someone will still pop up that you hadn't heard of yet from Justin. And Justin and Doc from the Meat and the Mayhem, god dang, podcast. I thought it was stuffed in that box. That priority box was stuffed. No, they had, I don't know if they knew about him before Blade. I think they knew. I can't remember if they knew about him before Blade Show, or they met him at Blade Show, or they bought knives from him. But they each got kind of matching knives. If I can get it out of the box. Kyle Bober, you'll know from the title. Kyle Bober Blades. He's been on Justin's podcast a couple times. He's out of California, the San Francisco area, I think. Boom, Bober Blades. And he's got 5 knives right now. This one is number 5, the 5th element, it's called. Oh, golly, these cases are like the death of me. Unlock. Oh, yeah, I said unlock it. So, here are the, so it's funny. A couple months, I put the order in a couple months ago. Those must be the box for the case. So a couple months ago, they got theirs, and they put me in contact with him, and I put my order in. But he was getting ready for, getting stuff ready for California Custom Knife Show, and then he hit me up. And honestly, it had been like a couple months, and I was kind of thinking about canceling my order. So I was like, oh, because I was in the knife reduction category. Thank you, Kyle Bober, 10/28/24, one day after my girl's birthday. Anyway, so when I put my order in with him, then he hit me up and said a couple guys flaked on him, so my order was getting moved up. And then he pretty much had the same knife going to California Custom Knife Show that I ordered. So if you can't read that, it's the 5th element, Bober Blades, Damasteel RWL34, which I love RWL34. It's what Grimsmo uses. Titanium with red camo quartz, camo quartz scales, 3 inches, Tanto hollow, DLC coated. So pretty much, oh cool, sticker. Put that on the fridge. My wife was like, are you putting more stickers? Here's his info. He's on Instagram. But much like Donnie Bless, much like Donnie, these knives are custom handmade knives. A little pouch, handmade. He doesn't have a CNC, doesn't have a mill. He hand makes these things. And they're supposed to be just fat. Like hearing Kyle on Justin's podcast, Meat and the Mayhem, people are like, no way, this is handmade. What machines? He's like, no, these are handmade. And if I'm right, I thought he was some sort of engineer. I don't think he talks about where he works, but being in the San Francisco area, I think he works for like a tech, must work for one of the tech companies, I would assume. And basically was like a knife fan, and I think the story goes one of his friends said, hey, why don't you just make your own knives? You're handy like that. So he said it was a little smaller. Man, the action is good. It is a little smaller, but it's a cool knife. I love that red. And so really, when I got that Chris Crawford slip joint in red, so what was that, 2 months ago, 3 months ago now, maybe? That's when I ordered this, because I thought, I was kind of on a red. I love the color red. Like I like, gray and orange, Bober blades. He does a couple different, I think he's done a couple different logos on his blade. So basically this is like the knife I ordered, except mine was going to have a Zerk backspacer and a Zerk, I think, pocket clip, or he was going to darken the pocket clip. But the exact same build. He had taken this one to California Custom Knife Show. It didn't sell, and he hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, this one's ready, man. If you want to go, I just need to do the backspacer, or you can take it tie." And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of impatient. You know, I've been waiting for a while. I'll just take that one as it is. And here it is. Here's my Fifth Element. It's a little bit smaller than I like usually, but it's thick. And it is got a nice stout blade on it. And it's a handmade custom from a dude here. And that was kind of the sad thing, you know. He went to, a lot of guys went to California Custom Knife Show or say Blade Show West, a lot of custom makers, and didn't move stuff, which is sad. That for, you know, I don't want to get on that bandwagon, but a couple, 2, 3 Chinese knives, or save your money and get a handmade custom by someone in the States. And they don't have to be this expensive. And this was honestly relatively cheap for what you're getting. So, and I love RWL34. He's got one Wicked, I can't remember the type of, who makes the Damascus, but I was like, no, man. He's like, do you want me to throw that blade on there? I'm like, no, I like RWL34. I said, I want to carry and use it. And this is a cool looking knife. Like, I like this. I just like the look of it. I like the Tanto. I like that kind of compound grind with a nice hollow. God, the thing is, I love the look of this. Carbo Quartz, Camo Quartz. Camo Quartz by Carbo Quartz. Is that how you say it? Whatever. It's got some weight to it. It's a hefty little guy. And what would you call this? You know, to me, that's a frame lock. But since it's got scales, I think this is a frame lock. You can see the 2 slabs of titanium here. You know, it feels like it looks like a liner lock, but really, it's just, these scales are just kind of on the outside of these chunks of titanium. So what a very cool, you can see the milling down in there to, must be relief in that pocket clip to get the blade in there, or in the pocket clip in the backspacer. Again, guys, like Donnie Bless, which I just talked to Donnie, my knife is going to be done this weekend. These are one of those Kyle's one of those makers. Kind of want to jump on that bandwagon before you have to wait. So yeah, you kind of got to jump on. I would jump if this is your kind of knife, or any, he makes, like I say, he's got 5 of them, 5 different ones right now. But if that's your kind of, you know, a well-made, custom American-made knife by hand, for a very good price, I would probably jump on them before their books get full, before they get so well known you can't get them, or the prices go insane. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.